Fenley has asked a lot of Hallie Christofferson over the years, and Christofferson has delivered every time.
We've asked her to play the 2, the 3, the 4. She very rarely shot the 3 when she came here. She shoots it all the time. Great free throw shooter. She's become a good defender. She's done everything that we've asked of her. Every year, get better. From all freshmen to all conference, back to back, probably going to be unanimous. All conference, going to be on some All-American teams. That's a credit to her work ethic. She came in ready for that, more ready than I think people anticipated.
I think it's kind of how I grew up. You know, if mom and dad, they said they needed something, and you know, if Berta or Seth and Ty said they needed something else, I would always help them. You know, why not? I guess you might as well, if you can do it, or if you can try to do it, you just go ahead and go forth.
Go forth. That's exactly what Christofferson did, rising to the enormous challenge of transitioning from Exira High School to the Big 12 Conference overnight. Each year, Christofferson has gotten better, to the point where she's one of just 2 Big 12 players still up for the Wooden Award. But success has not changed Hallie Christofferson one bit. You can take the girl out of the small town, but you can't take the small town out of the girl.
I think she's kind of set the precedent for, you know, for our class next year. She does so many good things on and off the court, and you know, Coach always talks about how she's more than a great athlete or a great player. She's a great person, and that's kind of what you start with, and that's what you'll finish with.
A lot of times we have a star player that gets all the attention. Everyone's jealous. They're just the opposite. They love that she's a star player. She's earned that right. So I think when you have a team that buys in and does it that way, that says a lot about her ability to score and rebound and impact winning. It probably says even more about her ability to connect with people in her own way. You're right, she's not the kid that's going to stand up and scream and holler, but they know, her teammates know that she cares about them. And when the best player, the best person, the face of the program cares about you, that's pretty special.
It's special for her Cyclone teammates, and it's really special for the people of Exira and Hamlin. You know, if you're a college basketball player and you're from Chicago or Minneapolis, the entire city isn't going to say, oh, Hallie's back every time you go back home. But for Christofferson, it's been a completely different experience. An entire community has shared her basketball dream with her every step of the way.
Every single person in that Hamlin, Exira, has ownership in where Hallie is today. The teachers and the people in town and the local grocery store people, it doesn't matter who it is. This is a celebration and excitement of what Hallie's done, because that doesn't happen very often. And when something doesn't happen very often, it makes it even more special. There'll probably be a big sign outside of their home of Hallie Christofferson sometime, and I'll be the first one to go down and take a picture of it when it goes up.
That sign seems entirely possible after seeing Christofferson act as the Grand Marshal in Exira's annual 4th of July parade. It's been a fun ride for Hallie, and it's been made more fun by the people she shared it with. Whether it's her teammates on that fire truck through the streets of Exira, the unparalleled support that the folks at home have given her throughout her college career, or the great appreciation that she feels from the fans at Hilton Coliseum, Hallie Christofferson has not been alone on this journey. And you can see that joy in her eyes every time the starting lineups are announced for a Cyclone game.
It brings me goosebumps when I talk about it to people and running out on the floor, and when I go home and people just want to talk about basketball and how everything's going. It's just brings a smile to my face, and I think I don't stop smiling the entire conversation, just knowing that how much I love Iowa State and how much everybody here means to me, and it's hard to put into words, just knowing how much that they've given me and to make this opportunity possible.
And it's exciting for Christofferson to think about the next opportunity. Whether it's in the WNBA or overseas, she'd like to continue playing basketball. If not, being an honors student in graphic design isn't exactly a bad plan B.
I called it Up for Kids, and this is my height chart, and it's 5 feet tall. And this one deals with typography, and this one was integrating typography and photo.
Whenever Hallie has to hang up, you know, her jersey and she puts her shoes away for the last time, she's still going to have that great personality and the work ethic and everything else that she's learned from not just here, but, you know, growing up and from a great family she comes from. So she'll have that with her the rest of her life, which is really lucky for her.
She'll also have a former head coach who would do anything for her. just as she was willing to do anything for him.
You can talk to him whenever you want to. If you have a question, you can ask him, you can text him, you can call him up any time of the day, anytime. And, you know, it's just, yeah, just somebody that you can always count on and always trust.
And with Bill Fenley, that trust is earned.
She put in the time, she put in the work to become one of the all-time best players to ever play here. And when you say that, you're on a pretty special list. And Hallie Christofferson deserves to be on that list.
Whenever I started playing basketball in like 4th grade, you never thought that you would have this opportunity to be able to play here, especially coming from such a small town and getting noticed, and how do you get noticed, and then the whole recruiting process is just crazy, and you never think that Coach Fenn would be coming to small town Exira, and it's just opened so many doors for me, and I've met so many people and so many relationships and networks, and yeah, it's just something that you'll remember and treasure for the rest of your life.